What is going on, guys? It's Gospel Gamer here. We are back on Steins Gate 0. Now we're with Suzuha, who I think we've just seen her mother in the last episode, which is a bit strange. Anyway, Suzuha Amane was about to run out of patience. The cause was this young man in the room with her father. Rintaro Okabe, aka Daru. His massively obese body was leaning forward over a computer monitor, and he had a dopey grin on his face. He'd finally gotten up around 11 AM, gulped down 3 cups of instant ramen, and was now surfing the internet. What the fuck? God, why does he sound so stupid in this? Like, it's so annoying. I do not like the voice they've given him. That's what Suzuha called her father. It's who he was after all, so there was nothing else to call him. Suzuha was a time traveller from the year 2036, and 7 years from now he would become her father. In fact, his PC desk was covered with snacks. She cleaned it regularly, but it never seemed to make a difference. Suzuha realized she was complaining more than usual, but she had to say it anyway. And then she realized that Rintaro wasn't even listening to her. His eyes were fixed on the computer monitor. He moved his mouse out of sight, but she could still hear him clicking it. Suzuha approached her father from behind and put a hairspray she'd been hiding up to his neck. Rintaro seemed to think it was a gun. He stuck his hands up. Threats like this worked. They worked because she'd told him that she'd survived the Third World War and the wars and chaos of 2036, and that she was ready to draw a gun and pull the trigger whenever she needed to. They'll be fucking sorry. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Wow, fucking hell. Yeah, stop being a spoiled brat, Dad. Suzuha was always amazed that her dad managed to survive the future wars. But since the time machine research would affect the future and eventually Suzuha's very presence here, she couldn't tell him to stop. Even after Rintaro Okabe stopped coming to the Future Gadget Lab, Rintaro had kept working in the time machine all by himself. Suzuha never said a word about it. If she did, it might create a time paradox. Oh, that was my ramen bowl. Apologies. She decided to warn him again.
しっかりして。
はい。
Suzuha took the hairspray can off his neck.
てっきり銃だと思ったらなんというはったり。父さんを騙すなんてひどいよ。
次は本物使うからね。
それマジ勘弁。
Wow, what worse? Suzuha put the can of hairspray back on the shelf. It was something Rintaro Okabe had left here when he lived in the lab. It was still here since its owner never came back for it.
漫画とかゲームだって。
Oh, she accidentally skipped it.
ちょっとさ、もうダメだよパパって言ってみてくんない？できれば甘やかすような口調で。なんでもないでござる。
What perv. Her dad shrank from Suzuha's glare. Suzuha sighed loudly and dropped herself on the sofa. She leaned back against the headrest and stared at the ceiling, then closed her eyes.
どうしたん？
なんで？
隠しても無駄なのだぜ。鈴葉のなんでもないってのは話を聞いてほしいって意味っしょ。ほら、話してみるといいよ。
Dari sounded very serious. Suzuha's eyes went wide for a moment, but then she realized.
そのセリフ、この前プレイしてたギャルゲーにあったよね。
Probably.
それでフラグが成立するんだっけ？
She'd been living here for 3 months. She was starting to learn about Akihabara's culture circa 2010.
父さん、間違っても私を落とそうとか思わないでよね。
ねえよ、実の娘にそんなことしないって。
本当かな？未来の父さんはちょっと怪しかった。私が思春期になってからも。
Wow, that's weird.
って誘われたな。
何それ怖い。
私は軍属だったし、父さんはタイムマシンの開発に追われてたから、いつも一緒に。
That's weird.
なかったけど。
Her dad looked honestly depressed and she realized that she'd gone too far.
父さんはさ、いつも私に言ってくれてたよ。ここは最低最悪の世界線だけど、私が誕生したことだけは最高だって。私、未来の父さんを失望させたくないんだ。だから、絶対に。
大丈夫。失望したりしないって絶対に。
そうかな。けどね、おじさんはどうしても話を聞いてくれないよ。このままじゃおじさんは過去へ行かない。マキセ・クリスを救出しない。
He will reach Steins Gate.
も到達しない。
Steins Gate. That was the name of a mysterious world line her dad told her about in 2036, where World War III might not occur. Leading Rintaro Okabe to that world line was her mission. But right now it wasn't going well. Suzuha had come back to 2010, oh god, I added a word there, and just like the mission had called for, she succeeded in sending Rintaro Okabe to July 28th. But then he'd failed, and he wasn't going to try again. Every time they met she tried to convince him, but who knew if her words were having any effect.
結局、第三次世界大戦に世界線は収束して、大勢の人たちが殺戮される。それを変えるために私は来たのに。
Suzuha had something else she had to do here in Akihabara in 2010, besides convincing Rintaro Okabe, and it meant she was running around every day. The exhaustion was starting to take its toll on her. During the war she'd been able to keep herself sharp at all times, and this level of exhaustion wouldn't have meant anything. The relaxed atmosphere of 2010 was actually making her realise how tired she was. She was feeling very sleepy right now, actually. She was surprised at how willing she was to fall asleep in such an undefended position, but she didn't think she could beat the temptation. And then suddenly she felt something extremely cold on the back of her neck. It's a hairspray can. She snapped awake in an instant. Her movements after that were lightning quick. She jumped up and slid behind the massive body in front of her, which obviously belonged to Itaru, and then grabbed his arm and twisted it as she dropped him to the floor. She went to draw a gun at her hip, and her hand swiped through empty air, and then she came back to reality. Her gun was hidden, she wasn't carrying it. This wasn't 2036. Why's he vibrating? Fucking hell. 2 cans of Dr. P clattered to the floor. That must have been what he put on her neck. What an arsehole.
さっきのお返しだお。
ぼーっとしてたから危うく殺しちゃうとこだったよ。
You should have killed him. Just, snap. Neck gone.
そういう訓練受けてきたんだからシャレじゃ済まないんだって。
わかったから話してくだされ。言いたいでござるの巻。
まったくもう。
Suzuha let her father go. Shouldn't have though, really. Itaru rubbed his arm and stood up, then grabbed the cans of Dr. P off the floor. He offered one to Suzuha.
つかさ、諦めんの早すぎだろう。もうちょっと頑張ってみるのだぜ。多分、オカリンは疲れて眠ってるだけだから。今みたいに冷たい毒ペでも首筋に当ててやれば飛び起きるんじゃね？
Exactly, Itaru.
なんせほら、あのオカリンだし。
She realized her dad was trying to cheer her up and nodded. Then she heard footsteps coming up the stairs and some slightly off-key humming. Their eyes met. Just the sound was enough to tell them who it was. I don't know why I talked into that.
Okie dokie.
Suzuha moved fast, maybe even faster than when she knocked her father to the ground. She quickly and silently jumped behind the curtain that separated the lab's development room from the rest of it. Just as she hid beneath the desk, there was a knock at the door. Hello? Suzuha knew that voice, of course. It was her mum. She could tell from the noises he was making that her dad was panicking. There was another knock. Here's Yuki. Oh, I did think Yuki was her mum. Itaru went to open the door. Suzuha took a deep breath and concentrated her mind. She remembered the time she spent 3 days and 3 nights on a battlefield with no food and nothing to drink, constantly aiming her rifle at the target. She erased any trace of her presence that could give her away. Her breathing started to become shallow. Dad, don't screw this up, okay? You asshole. Fuck my lungs. Itaru came back into the room with a girl. She could hear plastic bags rustling. She must have brought the ingredients. Yuki Amane. Just as the name Amane suggests, she was Suzuha's mother in the future. In other words, the two of them in the other room were supposed to get married. Probably. Probably should get there on time. Oh wow. Oh, yeah, I think she was like terrible at cooking, if I remember rightly. Itaru was clearly nervous. As far as Suzuha knew, the only girl he acted that way around was Yuki Amane. Suzuha and Mayuri were practically family, and he got along with the big sis Rumi, Faris, and the Anya. Fuck me, my ribs. Who worked at the maid cafe next door. So it wasn't that he didn't know how to act around girls. But for some reason, he always acted different when she was around. She told him that Yuki would be his wife someday. It was too late to do anything about it now, but maybe that was a mistake, he thought. She thought. Someone thought. Rintaro Hashida's sister was none other than Suzuha herself. Around the same time Suzuha had started spending all her time in the lab, Yuki had become friends with Mayuri in Rintaro and began visiting more frequently, which meant that avoiding her was almost impossible, and so she was forced to tell Yuki that she was Itaru's little sister. But still, she wanted to keep contact to a minimum in order to keep Yuki from finding out somehow. That was why she was hiding. It is cute. Nice twirl. Yuki showed no signs of noticing Suzuha. She was twirling around in the centre of the room as if she was at a fashion show. Yuki was a cosplayer and wanted as many people as possible to see her dressed up. Mayuri told Suzuha that once before. In fact, Yuki and Mayuri spent a lot of time complimenting each other's outfits. That's a bit awkward. Rintaro Hashida and Yuki Amane. As she listened to her awkward conversation, Suzuha remembered the last time she said goodbye to her dad. The year is 2036. There's a little gunfire going on in the background. Come on inside, my little hidey ho. What is this place? The room was almost totally bare and covered from the top The room was almost totally bare and covered from top to bottom in soundproofing materials. What? Who is that on the left? That little girl. Obviously with Mayuri. I'm confused. Not only were there no windows, there wasn't even a door to the hallway. The building they were in was once a symbol of old Akihabara before it was almost entirely destroyed by an air raid during the last days of the Third World War. Only a few people knew about the secret room inside it. The biggest reason it was a secret was a silhouette of what looked to be a satellite sitting in the corner. Yep, it is the time machine. Kagari. Suzuha spoke to the little girl clutching Mayuri's hand. Most of the children in this era had skin inflammation somewhere on their body from all the radioactive rain, but she didn't. Her name was Kagari Sheena. Her registration form said she was 10 years old, but no one knew if that was true. She was an orphan who'd lost her parents to Tokyo air raids when she was a baby, and nobody even knew her birthday. The name Kagari had been given to her by Mayuri, who was working at the child welfare centre that had taken her in. She took it from the word Kagaribi, meaning bonfire, in hope that she could light even the most dark days. It had been 4 years since Mayuri had adopted her, and her name on the registration form had become Kagari Sheena. Oh, it's Mayuri's daughter. Aww. So cute, but she looks a lot like, what's her face? Suzuha motioned for the Sheena to step forwards and put her right hand and right eye up to the time machine center. The biometrics checks cleared and the hatch slid open. She went inside and fastened herself into the seat.
Okie dokie.
Suzuha began to flip switches, working her way through the startup procedure. She practiced it hundreds of times in preparation for this day. The faint rumble of the time machine began to get louder.
データによれば昔のラジカンはちょうどこの場所が屋上になってる。ただし高さが1メートルほどずれてるからな。着地するときに衝撃があると思う。
了解。
The time machine can move through time, but not space. To arrive at the radio station more than 60 years in the past, you need to launch it from right here.
トラブルが起きても冷静にな。トレーニングを思い出せばいい。
大丈夫だよ。私は父さんのマシンを信じてるから。
Her words must have meant a lot to him because he stuck his lips towards her. She squished them back with her hands.
気持ち悪い。
悲しいな。鈴葉は父さんが嫌いかい？
父さんがやるとなんか下心がある。
You are creepy, man. Seriously.
なんでも娘相手に下心なんてねえよ。
最近母さんに似てきたハスハスとか言ってたのはどこの誰？
Oh god, that's weird. Her mother wasn't here. She'd become a victim of the war, brutally killed by a peacekeeping squad. Fuck. That's horrible.
真に受けないでくれたな。
なんだ冗談だったの？
Suzuha's voice sounded kind of disappointed. She set the destination for August 13th, 1975. Her first mission was there.
これでよし。それじゃあ父さん、マヨ姉さん。
She was about to say her goodbyes, but then... Oh dear, fucking hell, vibrations. Oh god.
突入してくるぞ。
思ったより早い。
Suzuha drew a gun from her holster. She was about to get out of the time machine, but her dad stopped her.
ダメだ。さっさと飛べ。
でも父さんたちが。
俺たちのことはいい。早く行け、鈴葉。
そんな、だって。
マヤシ、係ちゃんを。このマシンにはもう一人乗れる。
What? Mayuri and Suzuha's father picked up the stunned Kagari and stuffed her into the time machine.
すずちゃん、係をお願い。わかった。
What? If Suzuha's mission succeeded, the world line would be rebuilt, and it was likely that present Kagari would cease to exist. It might have been pointless to send her, but even so, a mother wants her child to live. That's how Suzuha's mum was too. What?
Mama.
Kagari finally seemed to understand what was going on. She called out to her mum.
やだよ。大丈夫だよ、係ちゃん。すずちゃんが一緒だから。ね、ダメ。ママも一緒じゃなきゃダメ。過去へ行けば昔のママがいるよ。
What?
今よりずーっと若くて。係ちゃん。
Mayuri handed Kagari a tiny keychain. It looked old. It may have been brightly coloured green once, but it was now completely faded. Oh, she gave her an Upa!
大切にしてきたウーパのキーホルダーだよ。
Oh, it's an Upa!
係ちゃんにあげる。大事にしてね。
Once it was pressed firmly in Kagari's hand, she stepped back. Mayuri was smiling but weeping at the same time.
いや、行きたくない。ママと一緒にいる。
That poor girl.
ダメ。係、おとなしくしてなさい。
Kagari fell silent immediately. Even Suzuha had never heard Mayuri use that tone of voice. That's how harshly she scolded her daughter. Kagari was quietly weeping, unmoving.
閉めるぞ。
Shitting hell. This time, the hatch really did begin to close. The inside of the machine and the outside of it, the two worlds were about to be completely cut off from one another. Whether Suzuha's mission was successful or not, she would probably never see any of them again. And then the door was sealed shut, and Mayuri Elitari's voice disappeared with the chaos outside.
父さん大好き
She whispered towards the door, now sealed shut.
行くよかがりかっこいい
She booted up the time machine.
橋田さん掃除機はどこ
Suzuha snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Words, cavity. I don't know the rest of the lyrics of that song. Yuki was getting closer to the development room she was hiding in. Oh dear.
この奥
僕が持ってくるよ
Itaro motioned for her to stop and then quickly slid into the room. As he reached down to pick the vacuum up off the floor, his gaze locked with Suzuha's as she hid under the desk.
バレないようにしてよ父さん
オーキートーキー
ありましたか掃除機
あ、うん。
Evidently, Yuki was trying to be nice by cleaning up. The place was pretty messy right now. Knowing Yuki's personality, Suzuha could imagine she wants to clean it. Itaru grabbed what looked like the vacuum cleaner off the floor and then left the development room.
何ですかそれ
未来ガジェット5号機
Future Gabbage number 5.
すれば普通の掃除機として使えるはず
Oh dear.
お掃除するための掃除機なのに分解したらかえって散らかすことになりません橋田さんって頭がいいのに時々うっかりなことしますよね
そうかな
でもそういう人の方が私好きだな
なんだと
Itaru started to panic again and Suzuha sighed.
ただ生活については見直した方がいいと思うんですお部屋の掃除はできれば毎日した方がいいですよここ特にホコリっぽいですしそれだけじゃありません食事のこともそうです今日もカップ麺だったんでしょ
Gosh, she acts like a fucking mother.
お台所に食べ残したまま放置されてます
なるほど
それにお菓子もこんなにたくさん食べ過ぎだっていつも言ってるのに
一応気をつけてはいるのだぜ
一応じゃダメですあんまりカップ麺やお菓子ばかり食べてると病気になっちゃいますよあと少しは運動すること
Yuki Amane was saying the exact same thing that Suzuha had just said. They really were mother and child, perhaps. Suzuha was just beginning to feel a little homesick when she sensed another visitor approaching. Doo-doo-doo! Yay! I preempted it. The door to the lab opened and the greeting she'd heard many times before resounded throughout the room.
ごめんねゆきさんちょっと遅れちゃった
I reckon that Kigari girl is Kurisu. It was Mayuri coming to see Yuki, but there was another presence there too.
まゆりちゃんこんにちは岡部さんも一緒だったんですね
Oh, Okabe? Over there. Okabe's there. Okabe. Fuck me.
ああ久 久しぶり。
When she heard his voice, Suzuha ground her teeth a little. And I think this is a perfect place to end it. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more like this, then do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.